It is me, your favorite YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. I want to come to you guys with my Monday Night Raw review. So let's get right into it. The show starts off with Stephanie McMahon. She comes out and talks about how, how she's proud of everyone, and she comes out, she starts off the show, and then Roman Reigns comes out and interrupts her, and Roman tells Stephanie that he wants Braun Strowman. Stephanie tells Roman Reigns that Braun Strowman will be fighting Mark Henry. And then the Gallows, Carl Anderson come down. They interrupt Roman Reigns. This will lead into a match with a handicap match with Roman Reigns versus the Gallows and Carl Anderson. So let's get right into the first match. Carl Anderson and the Gallows versus Roman Reigns in a handicap match. This match was okay. It was decent. Roman Reigns went over by disqualification. So Roman Reigns went over by disqualification on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to start off Monday Night Raw in a decent match. They hit the magic killer on Roman Reigns, but it went for naught. Roman Reigns went over by disqualification in Monday Night Raw to start off Monday Night Raw tonight over Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in a decent match. And then you had a match with Kofi Kingston versus Bo Dallas. This was a complete utter squash. Kofi squashes Bo Dallas in a minute, something flat. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool to see Kofi get a win, but he ended up squashing Bo Dallas in the second match of the night. And then you had a match with Jack Gallagher versus Noam Dar. Jack Gallagher beats Noam Dar with a headbutt and a drop kick. So Jack Gallagher went over on Noam Dar in a pretty decent cruiserweight match. These two put on a decent cruiserweight match tonight on Monday Night Raw. I kind of enjoyed it. This was a decent cruiserweight match tonight on Monday Night Raw between Jack Gallagher and Noam Dar. And Jack Gallagher picked up the win over Noam Dar tonight on Monday Night Raw in a cruiserweight match. And then you had Akira Tozawa. He picked up the win over Ari Daivari tonight in a cruiserweight match. So this was the other cruiserweight match I'm going to get right into. Akira Tozawa, he went over on Ari Daivari tonight on Monday Night Raw in another cruiserweight match. This was a good cruiserweight match. Akira Tozawa is becoming one of my favorites. I'm not really warmed up to him yet, but he is slowly becoming one of my favorites in the cruiserweight division. Akira Tozawa beat Ari Daivari tonight in the cruiserweight match tonight on Monday Night Raw. And then you had a interview with Samoa Joe. I like this interview with Samoa Joe. He sounded like a total badass in this interview. It was an absolutely boss interview by Samoa Joe. He sounded like a complete badass in this interview. Samoa Joe did an awesome job. I like this interview with Samoa Joe. I thought it was really awesome. And then you had a singles match with Enzo and Cesaro. Cesaro ended up hitting an uppercut on Enzo Amore to pick up the win in a singles match tonight on Monday Night Raw. This was a pretty decent singles match between Enzo and Antonio Cesaro. This was a pretty decent singles match between the two. And Cesaro ended up beating Enzo Amore tonight on Monday Night Raw. You get a backstage segment with Bayley. She talked about how she's excited to win the Women's Championship tonight on Monday Night Raw against Charlotte. I like this interview with Bayley. Bayley is one of my favorite women in the women's division. I'm a big Bayley fan. She's really awesome. She's really cool. She's down to earth. And then you get a backstage segment with Sasha Banks and Charlotte. That was pretty cool. I like seeing Sasha Banks in a heated confrontation with Charlotte. And then you had a backstage segment with you had another backstage segment with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. And then Kevin Owens gets he gets talked to by Triple H. I don't know what the conversation was between Triple H and Kevin Owens, but Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens were talking about how they were going to celebrate their segment tonight on Monday Night Raw. And then you had the Festival of Friendship between KO and Chris Jericho. This was an okay segment. I didn't laugh at all. I thought it was kind of boring and kind of cheesy. I mean, there was an okay segment. And KO turned his back on Chris Jericho. He attacked Chris Jericho. He powerbombed Chris Jericho on the apron, on the ring apron. And then he slammed Chris Jericho's head into a TV that was in the ring. And then you had Braun Strowman versus Mark Henry in a complete squash. I didn't really care for it. Braun Strowman hit Mark Henry with a power slam. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman picked up the win over Mark Henry in a squash. And then you had Bayley versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship tonight on Monday Night Raw. This match was absolutely great. These two women tore the house down tonight on Monday Night Raw. I absolutely enjoyed this match between Bayley and Charlotte. And Charlotte almost had the match won. She locked Bayley in the figure 8. And Dana Brooke come down. She interfered in this match. She took out Bayley by breaking the eyes of Bayley. Sasha came down. She took out Dana Brooke with a crutch. And then Sasha Banks hit Charlotte in the throat with a crutch. And that allowed Bayley to hit deep Bayley to belly on Charlotte for the win. 1, 2, 3. Bayley is your new Raw Women's Champion. She beat Charlotte tonight on Monday Night Raw due to the help of Sasha Banks. And then you had Sami Zayn versus Rusev. Sami Zayn ended up going over on Rusev with a Helluva Kick tonight on Monday Night Raw. So go back and watch the Festival of Friendship with KO and Chris Jericho. Go watch the match with Sami Zayn and Rusev. Go watch the Raw Women's Championship match with Bayley and Charlotte. Go and watch Roman Reigns in the handicap match versus Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. Go watch the 2 cruiserweight matches with Jack Gallagher and Noam Dar, and go watch the other cruiserweight match with Akira Tozawa and Ari Daivari. I think you guys will like those matches tonight on Monday Night Raw. This was a decent show, you guys. I'm not going to say it was a good show. It was decent. I mean, I'm going to go 4 out of 10 for my Monday Night Raw review. So leave it down in the comment section and tell me what y'all thought about Monday Night Raw tonight. My favorite parts of the show was the win that Sami Zayn got over Rusev and Bayley winning the Raw Women's Championship tonight over Charlotte due to helping Sasha Banks. And I like that Roman Reigns won his match tonight against Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in a handicap match. And I like the interview with Samoa Joe. So leave it down in the comment section and tell me what was y'all's favorite part about Raw tonight. What did y'all think about Raw tonight? Leave it down in the comment section below. I want to hear what y'all thought about Raw tonight. And guys, if you like this Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you like my Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up. I mean, if you like my Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up. If you like my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button. I really appreciate it. If you are new to my YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button as well. And I will talk to you guys later on. And you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night. Peace.